see much difference one way or another. You know, some people think the Haldol makes it worse, some people think it makes it better, some people think that.
Well, whatever we did with his meds yesterday, he got terrible.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He was out there screaming and.
Yeah, looking at himself in the mirror, but then he's done that with the other meds too. I mean, he has good days and bad days regardless of what he's on.
Is he on a mood stabilizer?
I thought y'all started him on Depakote, isn't that one?
Did I? I don't remember.
Maybe I'm confused.
I started several people on Depakote
Oh.
recently. Like Howard.
Oh yeah, he definitely.
He started on his Abilify nicotine patch. So right now he's just getting Abilify, and then he gets Ativan. Actually, he's not getting too much Ativan. He just gets some Diprexil. All right, yesterday was a little different because his face looked very different. There was a different level of animation to it too. Because his eyes sort of had that flatness.
Mm-hmm. He like got down on one knee and flipped off Chan.
Really?
With a big old smile on his face.
Poor Chan, he had a bad day.
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I forgot to ask y'all about this. Robertson was up there having a meltdown at the med window, freaking out about a nicotine patch. I calmed her down and told him I would ask y'all about it. I completely forgot it, so just so I don't forget it again.
Yeah, Lee Pentress, nothing different with him. Casey, nothing to add. Richard Hatcher, he started his Thorazine. He's better. I mean, he's definitely calmer. He's not doing the yelling, cussing as much as he did. So, yeah. Haley, he got in yesterday. I did ask him if he felt like he needed the one-to-one because he was so calm and cooperative. He said he thought it would be helpful. With that. Quentin Howard, after he got his PRN yesterday, he had no further episodes at all, and I was kind of trying to keep my eye on him when all the hoo-ha came up with William Williams, because that's typically a time for Quentin too, like shift change. We've had a lot of issues with him right then, but he was calm, you know, stayed in his room and wasn't really involved in any of that.
Oh my god, I didn't know that. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, William Jones is okay. Akeem McJunkin, he didn't sleep. Mostly he was in the day room with Ray. He tends to kind of glom on to other patients, like he kept on hugging Quentin yesterday and stuff, and then he was getting, it's a little strange. I gave him a message, you know, to call his parole officer, and he was like, I did the biggest favor in the world for him for letting him in the phone room. There's just like a level of personal intimacy that's,
he loves it here, he said.
Yeah, and he was like, really hugging on, he and Quentin were hugging a lot yesterday. I'm like, okay, back it up, guys. This is like
Quentin. No hugging out there,
especially Quentin.
All.
Like Quentin
Quentin
has
all male unit.
Yeah.
They should
And
be
it's
able
like,
to express
dude, you know he's
it
gonna
with
see the
words.
devil in you and he's gonna come after you.
No.
So,
There should be
yeah.
no hugging, period.
Yeah. But yeah, it's kind
For
of.
real.
Also, after the incident with William Williams, she's made some kind of real paranoid comments to McLean about how somehow he had caused it, that, you know, there's stuff on the phone nobody knew about, and it was like,
McJunkin?
yeah, like it was somehow, you know, he was vibing all this and that's what caused.
Oh, wow.
So there was some paranoia.
So he did not call his probation officer back after
Oh,
I
he
called
did.
and told you to call his
Yeah, no, he
probation
did,
officer?
but what I was saying is he acted like I'd just given him $1 million when I gave him the message and let him
Okay, I was
phone
just
ring. It was
asking.
like, his response was so elevated to the situation.
Yeah, so
But he did do
his
it.
probation officer had basically stated to me yesterday that he needed to be in some kind of rehab. I was like, well, I asked him that, and he said no. He was like, well, you need to tell him to call me back so I can quote unquote persuade him.
Well, I
It
mean,
was
that's
like,
fine, but that's
because-
not going to be on us to
And that's
place
exactly
him.
what I told him.
Okay.
I was like, you know, the bottom
Yeah,
line is
they can
that
find
we
it,
do
yeah.
self-determination here.
Yeah.
And the mom had actually paid $650 to the halfway house that he went to when he got out of prison, and then later found out the state would pay it. Because that's what she said. She said once I talked to his probation officer was like, oh, well, we would have paid that. We would have found him a place. She said, and then so when he left and he broke into our house. She said, I called the probation officer, and it's like, what's going on? He's like, oh, well, now that he's at Moccasin Bend, you just need to tell them to call me. And, you know, and so when I called him yesterday or whatever, and he was just like, well, I was like I said, I was like, well, he's here, and I just want to confirm he's here. And I was like, I'll let you know. I want to let you know that I asked him about rehab, and he said that he wanted to go home, and we use self-determination here. And he was like, well, if you have offered that to him and he didn't take it, he needs to call me back immediately so I can persuade him, because ain't nothing in Monroe County up here for him, period.
Wow.
So wherever, if he does go somewhere, just let me know, and I can get him switched, because he's on Tennessee state probation. So he was like, I'll get him switched or whatever. It don't matter at this point, but he don't need to be coming back to Monroe County, period. I was like,
So are they gonna find him a place?
I mean, he didn't say.
How long was he in the halfway house?
3 weeks, Mom said.
Okay, so he's been released from prison like a month ago.
Yes.
Okay.
So she said he got released from prison. Mom, Dad said they picked him up from prison. They took him to a place, let him eat something. Said then he went to the bathroom. She said, and I don't know what he did or whatever. She said, but I'm telling you, he was getting drugs in the prison. She said, and so when he went in the bathroom, she said, me and my husband was like, what's going on? She said, but we went on and took him to the Straightway Ministries in Athens. And she said he stayed there about 3 weeks. And she said he left there and came to their home and broke in and threatened to hurt him. And they have raised, he's actually a granddad. They've raised the first child, which is 20, and now they got the second child. And he's not allowed to be there because DCS and so he has a restraining order. She said that her husband recently went and as of yesterday and put a new restraining order on him, so he's not allowed to be in the home, period.
What was he in prison for?
I want to say she said guns, violence, drugs, stuff like that.
Oh,
So he's
You know,
basically
like
in
real
prison.
stuff.
Which one, Smith?
Junkin.
Majunkin. Keith Majunkin.
Well, I mean, my whole thing was, you're
she said he's a
homeless.
granddad, so-
Why do you think it's better for you to be over somebody? You're homeless and stuff, dude. Get your stuff together.
And apparently just got released from prison a month ago.
Yeah, he was in prison. Ma said he spent 3 years in prison. So he was in prison for 3 years. Like I said, got out, went to that halfway house, stayed. Now, the probation officer, excuse me, Dr. Hahn, I say this. The probation officer did say, Dr. Hahn, that actually what happened at Straightway Ministries is that they called him and they told him that they was discharging him because of his mental stability. He's like, but I told them, how can y'all just do that? Because like I said, I called the probation officer after I talked to Mom, and I was like, yeah, Mom said that he left the house and broke into the house. He was like, well, hold on now, he didn't just leave. He was like,
They wanted him to leave anyway.
Yeah,
They
he
were
was
kicking
like,
him out.
he was like, he kind of got discharged,
Yeah.
but he was discharged due to his behavior.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, all right. So, but like I said, he was like, he needs to call me immediately because I will persuade him to go to some kind of rehab. And I was like, well, we'll see. So that's why I was like, did he call back?
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see.
Alright, Mr. Lee?
Okay, nothing different with him. Pemberton, I think he's improved. He is a lot into his delusions. He's easier to redirect, but he's still writing copiously. Pope Allen, they say he's alert and oriented, organized, calm, and cooperative with them last night. Eddie Ray, he seems to be getting held on Benadryl every day, orally. Yesterday he had a nasty little incident. He went to the day room bathroom, pooped everywhere, took all his clothes off. I mean, it was horrible. Wouldn't let me help clean him up. Put a towel over his lap, take him back there. Chan was excellent, helping him, redirect him and get him more positive, gave him the shower and everything. Then afterwards, we really talked to him. They did seem to understand that it's not polite to go trash that bathroom. If you come back here, you're safer and there's more privacy for you. So he did seem to understand that much. We're still having issues with the urination.
I got your email about his food requests. I just don't know that more food is best with all of the food stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, he does have muscle wasting, but that's probably from sitting in a wheelchair too.
I don't know how long he's been in the wheelchair. He talked to us and said that he used to walk.
He was much better this shower as compared to the first shower I gave him yesterday. He definitely has improved strength.
Okay.
So, you know, we are getting him to stand up during the day.
Okay.
But his knees are contracted, so I don't know, it would take probably PT for him to stand up
Yeah.
straight.
Yeah,
And
okay.
his back's a little bit contraction too, so, but at his age, it wouldn't take long to get that sitting in the chair. Yeah, I did notice more improved mental functioning in him yesterday. Dale Robertson, yeah, he was asking us, he's having terrible anxiety, he says he smokes 3 packs a day, and he really needs lozenges, and needs patches, needs everything.
Can we just inject him with, nicotine?
Yeah, Joshua, I mean, still no real changes there. You know, the whole thing with Sanford and putting teeth in and all that. He was, his hallucinations yesterday were so intense, he was like physically interacting with them.
Aaron said that he held it together very well back here, and then when he went up there, it just all fell apart.
Yeah,
Very disorganized and responding, and
but I mean, it was like, you know, his whole body wasn't
Yeah.
just looking and
Yeah.
mumbling, it was like his whole body was interacting with other people. Yeah. He was like playing basketball or doing something, I mean, it was
yeah.
pretty, yeah. And then this morning he did need some Ativan and Benadryl. Lawrence, he was a little more reclusive yesterday than typical. Well, it was a more reclusive day, he was like, days where he's out a little more, days where he stays in. Nothing to add with Andrew or Brian, Williams. He was super dirty and malodorous yesterday, like I really had to check his scalp because he said he injured himself. But then nobody really wants to do hands-on showers with him. But yeah, he was nasty.
Who was very dirty?
William Williams.
Oh, okay. Can you talk about what happened with hitting staff? This is the first time I'm seeing it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Chan and broke his glasses.
Yeah.
He hit Chan?
Hit Chan?
Yeah, he hit Chan, broke his glasses. He was PRT'd on the floor, put him in the chair, strapped him down, went back there. So we're like, "Have you hurt yourself?" Yeah, I hurt my head, I have to go to the hospital. What's your pain level? I have to go to the hospital. So I checked his head out very carefully, nasty, disgusting head. Nothing on his face. He was tracking the whole time, Perla.
Mm-hmm.
How did he say he hurt his head?
Oh, in the chain?
Yeah, to go to the hospital.